Hello everyone, welcome back to another Umamusume video. Today is April 26th, which means it's almost time for the next story event, as well as, the closing of the current champions that's ongoing. But we'll worry about that in another video. Let's first focus in on the story event at hand, the cheerleading squad event. First, we're going to be going over the overall event, and then the free-to-play support card, and then finally we'll get into the two new trainees and the two new support cards. Heading down, first, let's talk about the event point bonuses for the playable characters this time around. The two new ones are King Halo and Nice Nature Cheerleader, alongside the 1-star variants of King Halo and Nice Nature, but we also have Kawakami Princess. The minimum for the 1 stars is 1%, going all the way up to a 10% for the unfeatured. And for the new ones, they start out at 10%, and then they go up till 15. Okay. New SSR support cards. We have 2 of them here. At Limit Break 0, there'll be 30% event point bonus. And at Limit Break 4, if you manage to go that hard on them, it'll be 45 Limit Break bonus. The non-featured ones, which is Bamboo Memory, Nice Nature, King Halo, and Kawakami Princess, will start out at 10% at Limit Break 0 and have 25% total at Limit Break 4. The new free-to-play Power Kawakami Princess SSR starts out at 20%, maxing out at 35 at Limit Break 4. There is no new support when it comes for the SSR, not the SSR, the SR cards. So all of them will remain at 7 for Limit Break 0 and max out at 18 for Limit Break 4. That was very bothering me with the weird loop that was going on. I thought it was going to change music eventually, but it's not. Okay. For R's, there are no new R's. So, the max Limit Break 0 for R's is 3%, with 4, Limit Break 4 is going to be 12%. Now, the daily missions are basically remotely the same, always. You just need to win any race once during your career, participate in team trials, log in, and then that's basically it. When it comes to the type, if you didn't even notice, we are getting tokens, which means we are spinning again the roulette. With spinning the roulette, that means we also are accumulating points in total. We're going to be focusing still on the Trackblazer career, so remember to get at least 5 of those done. And then for the rest, you can technically do any other career. It's up to you. Anywho, let's talk about the specific races you need to make sure you're really nailing down, I suppose. Thankfully, in-game there's already a feature that says, hey, there's a mission you can get done here if you have the correct aptitude and stuff to get it done. So this will always remind you you're going in and you don't have that scheduled on your schedule. And the races included to get at least third or better, are the Hopeful Stakes, the Sakutsuki Show, the Osaka High, the Takamatsu no Miya Kinen, the Takaruzuka Kinen, the Tennis Show Autumn, and the Arima Kinen. That is all the races you need to really look out for. Let's go on to point rewards. Of course, point rewards, you just need to you accumulate these over the span of your career, and then it sort of gives you adds in the bonus percentages at the end, and it gives you the total points gained. You also get them from missions. Now, the real benchmarks you should be reaching for, or attempt to, are the Limit Break fragments for Rainbow. At 300,000, we have the first one, At 400,000, we have Pelican Princess. I'm not tripping, right? Yeah, 400,000. And then the next one will be 600,000 for Rainbow Crystal. Thankfully, there's only one SSR support card you can get from the point system. So after that, you'll basically be at the max. And then the final one will be 920,000, 100,000 to get the final third Rainbow Crystal Fragment. And if you're already there, you might as well go after the carrots. You can get carrots from these point event ladders as well. 500 for getting to 1 million at the end. And that's all to really talk about when it comes to the story event. I'm not going to go into the story, of course. So let's go into the support card coming with the story. We have Kawakami Princess Power. At Limit Break 4, this is what's going to be doing for you. The unique effect is increases power gain when training together by 1, increases stat gain from races by 5%. She has a friendship bonus of 35, specialty priority of 65, initial friendship gauge of 25, a hint level 1, hit frequency of 20, final bonus of 1, initial power of 30. Her support hints are standard distance, preferred position, soft step, and tactical fleet, with a stat gain of 2 stamina and 6 power. From events, you can get Unyielding and Steadfast. On the first node, you'll lose 5 energy, get 10 power. At the second node, you'll lose 10 energy, get 20 power. The third and final node, you'll lose 15 energy, get 30 power, and an Unyielding hint plus 1. The random events include a choice between 10 guts or a mood up, and finally 10 energy or the Steadfast hint plus 1. It's Kawakami Princess. Overall, Unyielding is pretty good for your, I suppose, it's good in some circumstances when it comes to medium races, but it's really dependent on how in front your Umamusume really is. And that's all I'll say. I think, I guess it has a nice 65 specialty priority baseline, 5% total race bonus, which is not the greatest, no mood effect bonus as well. So overall, you can stick this on to it be a power stat stick for your training, but overall, use it in niche cases where you would actually see yourself wanting the Steadfast or Unyielding. Okay, let's get on to the new trainees. We're going to start off with King Halo Cheerleader, donning a very masculine cheerleader outfit, I might add. Stat bonus of 10% in speed, power, and guts. Her aptitudes towards turf with a U and dirt. The distances she can run is sprint. She has a B in both mile and medium, and a C in long. So realistically, depending on where you train it, she can run basically almost any distance. Her strategy is late, but she has a B in pace, D in end, and a G in front. Her unique skill is louder, trace and cheer. If the user stays toward the very back during the first half of the race without being rushed, unleash fighting spirit to increase acceleration on the final straight. Her innate skills are spring runner, gap closer, and outer swell. When you start awakening her skills, at level 2 you get Watchful Eye, at level 3 you'll get Rising Dragon, at level 4 you'll get Late Surger Straightaways, and at level 5 you'll get Spring Spectacle. Rising Dragon has a evolved version when the evolved skills come out, and when you trigger a training event while having at least a good mood or going on a recreation with your Uma, and then get at least 2 skills for late aptitude. Excuse me. Rising Dragon will turn into like riding a dragon's cloud. For your late surger during the final corner, if you overtake someone from the outside, your speed will increase. Spring Spectacle also has a evolved version called Triggering. Basically, yeah, that is basically the same event while having at least a good mood, and then or going on a recreation, and then get at least 2 green skills. And as spring blooms, the soccer dance will be yours. Your speed and power stats are increased by 80 in speed releases. From events, you'll get Outer Swell, Studious, Pumped, and Unyielding Spirit. The objectives for normal play with King Halo is after the Junior make debut, you'll head into the Hopeful Stakes, and then you'll enter the Triple Crown with the Sakutsuki Show, the Tokyo Yoshun, and then finally the Kika Show. After that, the senior class will start off at the Takamatsu no Miyakina, into the Yasuda Kinen, the Sprinter Stakes, and ending off at the Tenno Show Autumn. For secret events, when you win the Yasuda Kinen Classic or the Yasuda Kinen Senior, the Sakutsuki Show or the Tokyo Yoshun, the Kika Show or the Abuna Kinen, and this triggers basically at the end on the senior class late December. You get 10 stats up and 20 skill points. Finally, if you win the Arena Kinen Senior, you lose 15 energy, get a random stat boost 10, skill points 45. Second or worse, it looks like they scale this off of where you place, so keep that in mind that you will lose a determined amount of energy depending on where you place. 20 being second to fifth, and 25 being sixth to worse. And you'll only get +4 at 6 or worse, and a +5 at second or fifth. And 40 skill points for second or fifth, and 25 skill points for sixth or worse. That is King Halo Cheerleader. Overall, I think, well, what do I think? I really like King Halo, and I really want to go for her, but I am running into the issue of just a bit too much dip on my chip. Unfortunately, I need to wait, and I need to hold off. Overall, I really like King Halo. I mean, anyone who likes King Halo should go after King Halo, and Nice Nature for that matter. But I suppose if you really want her, yes, you should go for this King Halo. She has access to some of the better late surger skills with Rising Dragon, on top of getting the gold skill for a green skill. So go for King Halo if that really interests you. Just remember that late surgers are currently in a weird position in the Champions Meet arena meta, I suppose. Let's get on to the next trainee and the last upcoming trainee, Nice Nature. Nice Nature has a stat bonus in stamina, power, and wit by 10% for aptitudes towards turf with a G in dirt. Her distances are medium and long, a C in mile, and a G in sprint. Her strategy is focused on late, but she has a B in face and a D in end. Her unique skill is Go, Go, Go. If the user passes another runner on the final corner or later, increase velocity from the mid-pack onward. On the final straight, if the user isn't one of the top favorites, muster resolve to keep steadily increasing velocity. Her innate skills are Nimble Navigator, Tether, and Late Surger Savvy. At level 2, you'll get Take Chance for Awakening skills. At level 3, you'll get Dominator. At level 4, you'll get Long Shot. And at level 5, you get No Stopping. She has evolved skills as well for her skills. For Dominator, you need to trigger a specific event while having a good mood, and or you could just recreate, and then get at least 3 speed type skills. Dominator turns into Guess I Gotta Try. It's at medium. At a random point during the final leg, your speed will increase. Finally, No Stopping Me has a similar evolution. Triggering the specific same event while having at least a good mood or going on a recreation and get 2 acceleration type skills. No Stopping Me will turn into Non-Stop Cheer. During the last spurt, if you have some stamina, there's another girl in front of you. Your speed and acceleration will increase, and your stamina will slightly recover. From it, look at Studious, Fighter, Fearless, in Homestretch Haste. For her objectives, after the Junior Make debut, you'll enter the Wakagoma Stakes. The Wakagoma Stakes will go to the Kokura Kinen. After the Kokura Kinen, you'll enter the Kika Show, and the Kika Show will then lead into the Arena Kinen. After the Arena Kinen, you'll enter the Senior Year, so you'll go into the Takarazuka Kinen, then the Tenno Autumn, into early December, which is the Junichi Shinbun High. Shinbun High, yeah, that's how you say it, right? And then ending off at the Arena Kinen. She has a couple secret events to her name. Let's go over them. If you win the Kyoto Shinbun High, the Naro Kinen Classic, and the Kokura Kinen Classic, you get 25 speed and 25 stamina. If you place third in any non-objective race, you'll get 3 random stats plus 3. If you participate in the Sakutsuki Show and beat Tokai Teo, you'll get a plus 9 to your random stat and 45 skill points. If you lose to Tokai Teo in the Sakutsuki Show, you get a random stat plus 5 and 35 skill points. If you participate in the Tokyo Yushun and you beat Tokai Teo, you'll get a random stat plus 9 and 45 skill points. And finally, if you lose against Tokai Teo in the very same race, you'll just get a plus 5 and 35 skill points. That is Nice Nature. Overall, Nice Nature is for the Nice Nature fans, I suppose. Dominator is definitely a nice debuff skill, and No Stopping Me is also a very good ult skill. But I would say when people usually tend to use Nice Nature, they will always lean towards the original due to the amount of debuffs she technically has on her person at level 5. And I guess for people who want to run a more offensive racer Nice Nature, they can still use the original one for that too. But at the same time, you can still use this one. This one is very nice, pun intended, to use. So, if this interests you, if you're interested in the cheerleaders, King Halo and Nice Nature, hey, this might be your banner. But if not, hey, just say, no one's gonna smack you on the hand for skipping out on a banner for simply the reason that there's nothing you wanted to summon. Unfortunately, we're not done with this video, and I am still very sick if it wasn't very obvious. So let's go onto the support cards and wrap this up. Sadly, I'm not going over the epitaphs for Nice Nature and King Halo, but maybe one day I will. Seeking the Pearl has a new SSR Speed type support card. At Limit Break 4, this is what she'll be doing for you. Her unique effect is the more maximum energy you have, the higher training effectiveness you'll gain. She has a friendship bonus of 30%, initial friendship gauge of 30, 65 initial specialty priority, 5% race bonus, 10% fan bonus, hit level 1, hit frequency of 20, skill point bonus of 1, speed bonus of 1, initial power of 30. Her support hints are Farming Conditions, Pace Chaser Savvy, Late Surger Savvy, Watchful Eye, Prepare to Pass, Slick Surge, Sprinting Gear, Head On, Sharp Gaze, and +6 to speed and +2 to power. From events, you'll get Updrafters, Light as a Feather, Dauntless, Trick Course, and Umamusume. Here are the nodes for her training events. The first node, you get 10 speed, 10 wit, and 5 maximum energy increase. On the second node, you have a choice between +10 to energy and +10 to wit with the Updrafter hint +2, or 20 power, 10 skill points, and a Light as a Feather hint +2. The last one, the third and final node, you'll get 14 speed, 7 deaths, 7 wit, and a Dauntless hint +1. On the random events, you have a choice between 10 energy and a mood up, or power and guts +5 with a straight course hint +1. And finally, the last random event is 20 wit, or losing 10 energy for that Umamusume hint +3. That is Seeking the Pearl. Overall, Seeking the Pearl is, what do I feel about this card? It's interesting. It's interesting for sure. I really can't gauge it whether it is great or not, because I don't know what the min-max maximum energy training effectiveness will actually do for you, and it's kind of interesting to me. So, if this interests you, or you just like Seek the Pearl, hey, go after it. It definitely has some nice green skills, and some nice pace chaser skills. And it also has access to Umamusume guaranteed on a random event. That's always nice. And that's basically it for me talking about Seek the Pearl. Let's go on to Bamboo Memory, a new Guts SSR. Her unique effect is the less energy you have, the more friendship bonus you'll gain. Gives a friendship bonus of 20%, base bonus of 10, fame bonus of 20, 65 specialty priority, 25 initial friendship gauge, speed bonus of 1, attacks bonus of 1, and training effectiveness of 10. Your support hints are target in sight, home stretch haste, outer swell, gap closer, mile straightaways, up raptors, and a +1 in speed and power with a +6 to guts. From events, you'll get position pilfer, full of vigor, pumped, in standard distance. The first node for training events. You can get a mood up, lose 5 energy, and get 15 guts with a position pilfer, hint +1. If you do not want any of that, you can end it here and get 30 skill points. The second node, you'll lose 10 energy, get 15 power and 15 guts. And finally, the third and last one, you'll randomly either get -10 energy, stamina +20, and guts +20, and a full of vigor hint +3. If you do not, if you did not, the other random chance is losing 10 energy, getting 15 stamina and guts with a pumped hit +1. For random events, you can get +10 to guts, or +4 to maximum energy and lose 5 energy. And finally, the last random event, you can get either 5 stamina and 5 guts, or lose 10 energy to get a standard distant hit +5. So yeah, basically a fully maxed out standard distance hit. That is Bamboo Memory. This is also another unique one, I would say. This is definitely something to have fun with. I don't know if you can take the game and your run much seriously if you plan on using Bamboo Memory, but hey, maybe I'm stupid. Maybe this unique effect is actually more great than I give it purpose, because technically you don't need to have energy to train in Track Laser. So hey, that's just me. That's just what I'm saying. But that's it for today's video. Let's end it off here. Let me know in the comments below if you're going for any of the new support cards or any of the new trainees. And tell me how you're doing and chat with me, why not? Until then, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.